Welcome to this Marine Talk webinar about fuel conditioning modules. My name is Björn Pompe. I'm working as an application manager within Global Service. Together with me here today, we have Luca Lori from Italy, Global Application Manager.
Hi, everybody.
And we also have from Italy, Elena Timossi, Regional Business Manager, handling Europe and US.
Hello, good day to you all.
And from Shanghai, China, we have Cynthia Gong, Senior Regional Business Manager, handling Asia and Pacific.
Hello, everyone.
In this webinar, we will discuss the fuel conditioning module, also called FCM. I believe some of you have heard of it. For those of you who hasn't, it's the same as the booster or the booster unit or whatever you call it. Same applications, but different name. We will refer to it as FCM or fuel conditioning module. During this webinar, you will be able to post questions whenever you have one, and please post them in the chat box, and we will reply to your questions after this panel discussion. Recently, Alfalaval had a Marine Talk webinar about the adaptive fuel line. Maybe some of you attended to it. For those who didn't, feel free to do so. You can apply on your screens. But today we will focus on this fuel conditioning module, which is, of course, a very vital part of the entire fuel line. To give you a piece of background, it started already back in the 70s when Alfalaval started to supply and maintain fuel conditioning modules. And over the years, we have, of course, developed them and enhanced them in several steps. The traditional fuel on board has, of course, been heavy fuel oil together with diesel. But now with 2020 sulfur regulations, we see a lot of new fuels coming into the market. And I would like to ask you, Luca, could you explain a bit about the current fuel scenario?
Yes, Björn. Well, I would say that today's fuel scenario is very dynamic and basically is driven by the target of reducing the impact of the seaborne trade on the environment. We all know that low sulfur 2020 fuels are now up and running. They are well consolidated in the industry, and we now have almost 1 year of experience with them. And Alfalaval is providing good solutions to handle them properly.
Yes, Luca, you're right. We got lots of concerns from our Asian customer regarding how to handle 2020 fuels in past years. As you said, we have a ready solution for it.
Yes, Cynthia. But now there is a new challenge in front of us that is consisting in the reduction of the greenhouse gases generated by the ships. And this is required by IMO with a resolution MEPC 304. In brief, IMO established a strategy to achieve a quantitative reduction of generated greenhouse gases and a roadmap consisting in short-term and long-term achievements. The first milestone for this roadmap is very soon in 2030. And implementing this strategy requires, of course, to maximize the ship's efficiency, but also, of course, it requires the early introduction of new fuels on the market whose origin is not fossil.
Interesting. And what fuels can we expect?
Well, I would say, first of all, that internal combustion engines are expected to play the main role for a long time. There are alternative solutions based on batteries or fuel cells, and they will be applicable in specific cases. But the main part of the ships will be propelled by an internal combustion engine for a long time on. We can say that these engines will run on carbon neutral or carbon-free fuels produced from renewable feedstock or from wind and solar energy. Among them, those that are expected to have a significant market share will be the biofuels, biomethane, biomethanol, green ammonia, hydrogen. We can say that some of them, like the biofuels, can be handled by the same technologies that are today applied to fossil fuels, but others will require totally new processes on board. We can expect that none of these fuels will fit all the ships at the best. The combination of sailing routes, of coated parts, and of course of the type of cargo will define the best candidates for all the ships.
Wow, I mean, this is really a wide range of different fuels with different properties. But can Alfalaval really provide solutions for all these different fuels?
Yes, of course. Today, Alfalaval is already providing the market with a complete portfolio of fuel conditioning systems for all the liquid fuels. We are covering heavy fuel oil, distillates, the today 2020 fuels and biofuels. But we also have very well-proven solutions for those engines that are running on methanol and LPG at high injection pressures. These solutions are consisting in complete modules with their own control system, and they can secure a safe and efficient process on board. And even more important, they are of easy integration on board the ships. Today, based on these technologies, Alfalaval is working on the further step, the developing of fuel conditioning solution for alternative fuels, and in particular for ammonia. We are now developing the concept of the ammonia fuel supply system, and we are taking part in projects that are analyzing all the aspects of the applicability of this fuel on board: safety, storage on board, and how to efficiently supply the fuel to the engine. We want to be ready to provide our customer with turnkey reliable systems, as we are used to do.
Wow, yeah, and I can of course understand that the safety aspect will be of great importance now with the new fuels, especially for ammonia and methanol. And regarding ammonia, there is actually a white paper that you can see on your screens, and feel free to download it, and you will have a lot of good information. Elena, Luca mentioned solutions for the 2020 fuels. I believe that some are applicable for ships in operations and some for new buildings. Could you tell us a bit about the upgrade solutions?
Yes, sure, Björn. Thanks for the question. It is very interesting indeed. Our 2020 solutions portfolio for retrofit upgrade is oriented to enhance the functions of the old booster systems with a particular focus on 2020 fuel needs. As a matter of fact, we did see that fleet may have boosters module installed since many years with manual functions and poor process control capacity.
Elena, I would say that we are often talking with customers claiming about this poor operation. I think that this can bring it to forget the cooler, or maybe sometimes even to pollute the fuel tanks.
Yes, you are correct, Luca. Thanks for the comment. You're totally right, because this aspect is even more critical in respect to the new fuels. Therefore, it comes out the necessity to propose retrofit solutions. And this kind of upgrade have to be focused on preserving most of the existing hardware on board without modifying it, but at the same time improving it. ACS and ViscoChip are our upgrading solutions for this kind of necessity. ACS can be identified as our entry-level solution to adjust and fit the existing booster, adding the automatic cooling function and the automatic control of the inlet valve for the selection of the fuel. On the other hand, the new generation ViscoChip is a more sophisticated proposal. Why more sophisticated, can we say? Because it is able to introduce a modern control approach into any kind of booster and to handle any function from remote. It's fully adjustable based on the specific vessel needs. The number of functions that are requested case by case will be provided for each demand. So this flexible product leads to accomplish with any call of different ships that may have on board few control chances, with minimum modification to the installed equipment.
Okay, and these upgrades are, of course, of great importance in order to operate the new fuels in a correct manner. Elena, you mentioned process control. Why is it so important to enhance the control and monitoring functions?
Because we see that in this very moment fuels in use have a wide spread of characteristics, viscosity in the first seat. This is why a sharp control of the booster process is needed in order to secure the correct fuel parameters at the engine inlet. And the ViscoChip can provide to the old boosters the same control possibilities and benefits of the last release of Alfalaval fuel conditioning module, and it allows to make all the functions automatic with the possibility of complete monitoring and controlling from remote, fuel changeover procedure included.
Good. I mean, this is a great opportunity to upgrade older boosters with the latest technology and functions. Thank you. Cynthia, we just heard about upgrades, but what can Alfalaval offers for new buildings in the design phase?
Well, our solution is FCM, fuel condition module, which is designed to ensure the flow, the pressure, the viscosity, and the cleanness to match engine specification, even with a wide range parameter of 2020 fuels. Alfalaval FCM can handle up to 4 types of fuels and can have a rating for the density parameter. Alfalaval FCM can sit in one skid. The main components are Alfalaval own products. These products are constantly innovated based on our core technology. With Alfalaval Global Service Network, it is easy for owner to have one supplier providing service. The module design is integrating all functions in a high-efficiency system and makes installation in shipyard much easier.
Good. And what benefits will those systems offer?
Well, our system brings lots of benefit to our customer. Here, I would like to highlight several as below. The first one, or the most important one, is the integration of automation. As Bjorn, you mentioned, we have more than 15 years experience at this application. Alfalaval has our own control system with all the functions integrated in one PLC and easy and efficient operation. And then we have a remote control panel. This panel has some interface as the local panel can achieve fully settable and monitorable for the whole system from the engine control room. Safe control the changeover. As marine people, we all understand how important to have a safe control among the different fuels. The control the fuel changeover function in our system can easily manage issues for the wide range parameter of 2020 fuels. For example, inhibit the direction transition between two incompatible fuels. And our system can set the temperature lamp in 2 degrees per minute, and at the meantime keep the viscosity in compliance with the engine during the changeover process. For more detailed benefit of our system, please feel free to contact us.
Yes, because contacting us is easy. I mean, Alfalaval is always close to the customer. As I mentioned in the beginning, the fuel conditioning modules, it started back in the 70s. And Alfalaval has a good reputation of taking care of their customer, giving good support. We have a global coverage with local service engineers, very experienced. And on top of that, we have also IMS, International Marine Service, which is located in different places of the world, answering 24/7. So whenever you have a question, they will answer your call. And this is, of course, very good. And as mentioned here, we are not only offering upgrades, but also maintenance and even trainings we can give to crews. This is the support that we can offer today. But I would like to ask you, Elena, what can we do to improve this support?
Björn, as you already mentioned, and as Cynthia highlighted too, we can rely on a service network worldwide distributed. The upcoming step will be the digitalization of the support to better enhance our problem-solving capability. In 2021, we will release the first level of service dedicated to fuel conditioning systems, consisting of remote monitoring and support on demand for troubleshooting. Our offer will be completed over the years with further steps to the direction of optimizing the performance of our customers' processes.
This will, of course, be of great help for the customers. And Cynthia, are we doing anything for the new buildings and the constructions?
Yes, our mission is supporting our customer. Recently, we were reviewing the post-fire from the project which we caught in the last 3 years, and then realizing that lots of posts for FCM was simple and in general. It may end up with very basic system be selected and installed on vessels.
Cynthia, you're right, totally right, because about this I would highlight that also for a few European countries we verified the same attitude regarding the simple requests, but we can do something to improve that process.
Yes, right, Elena. For this respect, we are willing to support owner to specify the requirement for FCM in the vessel specification in the design phase.
That's great. And to summarize this, I would like to say that Alfalaval fuel conditioning modules will cover all the new upcoming alternative fuels. As we heard here today, we have also a wide range of upgrading opportunities. And also, as I explained, customer support 24/7, taking care of our customers. I would like to thank you, Cynthia, Elena, and Luca.
Thank you.
Thanks.
And thanks to all of you listening in to today's webinar. Feel free to post your questions in the chat box, and we will soon be back for a Q&A session. Thank you.